Hello, hi. So I'm here again. It's day 4 of VEDA, and this is going to be a shorter video. I had an idea. I realized that there are a lot of words and terminologies that have become kind of a part of pop culture that people use incorrectly. And so, what I wanted to do was create a series where I define some of those words. Um, my initial idea was to call it the Woke Dictionary. That idea was about 3 years ago. So, now that woke has become kind of a pejorative term and is used kind of derogatorily, I am not going to call it that. However, what I will do is kick the definition series off by defining woke. So, what I'm going to call it now, and again, this is going to be a title in progress. I might change it, but I'm just going to call it What's That Word? And then talk about some of the words that come up in the world and pop culture that people are just kind of, that weren't commonly known. Doesn't mean they didn't exist before now, they just weren't commonly known. But now more people are using them who don't necessarily understand their meaning. And so we're just gonna get it started with woke. And I know that woke has become almost a diss, a diss, kind of a way to belittle someone's attempt at being more aware of what's happening in the world, but I still think it's worth defining, mainly because it's become negative. And so here it is. Woke. What does that mean? It really is just a euphemism for aware. It's another way of saying that someone is aware. The reason why you're not just saying I'm more aware and people are kind of saying woke is because with the idea of wokeness, you are aware of what I like to call the isms. So things like racism, sexism, what other isms I'm drawing a blank on, but just kind of those ableism, those words that are often used where one group is oppressing another group. So for example, racism is just the structural, and I'll define this, I may define that later, but racism deals with, the oppression of people of other races by white people. Ableism is when people who are differently abled are oppressed by people who are fully abled. And I might be using the wrong word, but people who are, I guess, fully able, or I'll just say not differently abled, because I don't know the right way to refer to that. But that's what woke means. So it just means becoming more aware of these isms, and not only just aware that they exist, but aware of their impacts on society. And then, so a lot of people, once they are woke, they start to find ways to help change, or to help change, to try to get it so that the people who are negatively affected by these isms are not anymore. So that's really what it is in a nutshell. That's woke. That's the word that we're starting off this What's That Word series. So that's what it is. Like I said, this is a short one, but I do want to ask, what are some words that you hear bandied about on these here internets in regular conversation that you want to learn more about? Because what I'm doing is researching these words and then presenting them to you. I just knocked something over because that's what I do. I knock things over because I talk with my hands sometimes. But I'm researching those words and presenting them to you to provide context and insight, but also to have a conversation about what they mean and what they look like in real life. So like I said, I define woke, but I also want to kind of explain what it looks like when someone is woke. And so yes, I get that word is not being used with the most positive of connotation. That doesn't mean it still isn't valuable. So again, if there are words that you are curious about, please share them in the comments. I would love to hear, because that can give me more things to research and to add to what I want to be a growing series of essentially a video dictionary. So that's it. I look forward to hearing the words that you would like to learn more about, and I look forward to the next time we can talk again.